Welcome to the Physics New Era channel. Today we are going to take problem number 20 and onwards. Let us take the problem number 20. See the problem. A big dumbbell is prepared by using a uniform rod of mass 60 gram and length 20 centimeter. Two identical solid sphere of mass 50 gram and radius 10 centimeter each are at two ends of the rod. Calculate the moment of inertia of the dumbbell when rotated about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to its length. So let us calculate that. See the diagram. Here we have the two sphere and we have the uniform rod. So which are the factors which are given that we are going to discuss. So here the factors which are given here in the form of data that I am going to write here. Here dumbbell is prepared by using a uniform rod of mass. Uniform rod of mass means here the mass of the rod is equal to, here it is 60 gram, and length of the rod it is equal to here 20 centimeter, and two identical spheres of masses means here I need to consider it is having the rod which is having the, we say, rod means mr, and for the mass of the sphere we have the 50 what gram, 50 gram. So this is about that. The radius of this r is the radius of the sphere which is given by a 10 centimeter. So I will have to write here. Here it is the we say the radius which is of how much 10 centimeter, and the total length of the rod is 20 means here it is 10 and 10 it is get divided means it is total length it is L, then it is L by 2, and remaining this is one is also L by 2. I mean this is also we say that it is 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter, and here it is also 10 centimeter. Okay, here this is also the radius which is of 10 centimeter. If I need to consider this is the line which is passing through this one, seems to be considering the axis. So here it is, we say that one moment of inertia passing through its center. So this is also one sort of moment of inertia which is passing through that one. So I is the moment of inertia about this, that we can say that it is about the sphere and it is at the center. So this is about the total diagram explanation. So here it is the mass of the what? Mass of rod, or I am going to write here totally the mass of the rod, that is m rod. So here how many spheres we have? We have the sphere number 1 and we have the sphere 2. So we have how many spheres? 2. So we need to get a basic formula, that is total moment of inertia is equal to the moment of inertia of the rod, of a rod, or we say uniform rod, plus 2 into a moment of inertia of sphere, obviously seems to be considering the moment of inertia of the sphere, plus mass into the square of the distance between these two. Here the total distance from this to this is r plus L by 2 whole square. So this is about the bracketed terms. Now we need to substitute that. Means here moment of inertia about the sphere seems to be considering it is a, we say that moment of inertia passing through the center of the sphere. But how many spheres we have? We have two spheres, and we have the two axes which are passing through the center, and that's why 2 into moment of inertia of the sphere plus about this axis means center plus mass into distance square. So seems to be knowing that, substituting the formula that m for the rod plus length square divided by 12. This is the formula for the moment of inertia of the rod. Here the moment of inertia of a rod is equal to ml square upon 12, already which we have given. Now going to be substitute one by one. 2 into, here we have the solid sphere. So solid sphere is having the, we say, formula. Solid sphere is having the moment of inertia which is given by 2 by 5 m into radius square. So radius is r. So substituting that, 2 by 5 m r square plus mass. Okay, here the mass of the sphere we have. So here m into, here in bracket, r plus L by 2 whole square, bracket close. Seems to be knowing the I total value, that is moment of inertia about that, which is given by. So we need to substitute the values one by one. I total is equal to mass of the rod, it is 60. See, all these are in CGS, don't need to convert anything. 60 into length square, that is 20 into 20, that is 400 divided by 12, plus 2 into bracket 2 by 5, and here the mass we have, that is we say ms, that means it is having the sphere of the mass which is given by 50 into a radius, that is 10. 10 means 10 square, it is 100, plus once again we have the mass, that is 50 into bracket r plus L by 2, r, and L by 2 value is 10, means 10 plus 10, 20, and 20 square, that means 20 square means it is 400 actually. So we are going to substitute in the next step. So I total is equal to, here after getting some sort of calculation, the answer comes out to be here 5 into 4, here it is 20, and we have 20, 2000 plus 2 in bracket, here 10, here 10 into, we say 100, 1000, and 1000 into 2, that is 2000. So 2 in bracket 2000 plus, here it is the remaining factor 50 into 400. 50 into 400 means how much? Here we have the 50 into 400. 50 into 4, we say 100. Going to be substitute that value, because one more step I will have to put. Here it is 50 into 400. So substituting that, I total value is equal to 2000 plus in bracket 2 into bracket 2000 plus 20,000. Okay, so going to be substitute, multiply by 2. So I total is equal to 2000 plus in bracket, or discarding the bracket, here it is 2 into 2000, that is 4000, plus 2 into, we say 20, that is 40,000. So if we take the addition of all, it comes out to be We say 46,000. 46,000. All these are in CGS. Gram centimeter square. This is the total moment of inertia of a rod, or we say dumbbell, because these two spheres and this rod togetherly, we can say that it is a one sort of dumbbell like a shape. So total moment of inertia of the dumbbell, which is given by I total, is equal to 46,000 gram centimeter square. Here we have the problem number 21. Let us read the problem. A flywheel used to prepare earthenware pots is set into rotation at 100 revolutions per minute. It is in the form of a disc of mass 10 kg and radius 0.4 meter. A lump of clay to taken equivalent to the particle of mass 1.6 kg falls on it and adheres to it at a certain distance x from the center. Calculate x if the wheel now rotate at 80 revolutions per minute after lump of clay that we are going to put on that earthenware rotating wheel. बघा एक कुंभार आहे. जुन्या काळी कुंभार आपल्या याच्यावर अर्धन पॉट्स वगैरे किंवा कुंड्या काही तयार करायचे. तर या ठिकाणी आपल्या समोर आहे एक पॉट आहे जो कुंभार याला रोटेट करतोय, फिरवतोय. फिरवल्यानंतर जे काही रोटेशन होतं त्याच्यावर आपण इथे चिखल टाकणार आहोत. एका अंतरावर आपण याला चिखल टाकू. समजा असं कन्सिडर करा की याचा रेडियस किती आहे, आर आहे. ठीक आहे, याचा रेडियस किती आहे, आर आहे. जर हा रेडियस आर आहे तर मग आता आपण या ठिकाणी चिखल ठेवूया. समजा या ठिकाणी चिखल काहीतरी आपण ठेवलाय. आता हा पॉट फिरतोय, याचं डिस्टन्स एक्स आहे, माहित नाही किती आहे. तर हे डिस्टन्स आपल्याला काढायचं आहे. हे माहिती आपल्याला की हा व्हील आहे. व्हील म्हणजेच एक प्रकारची काय असते, डिस्क असते. आणि ही डिस्क म्हणजे याचा मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया किती आहे, वी नो व्हेरी वेल. द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ द डिस्क is equal to mr square upon 2. So substituting that value, I am going to get the value of IC first, and then we are going to take the second one. If I need to consider an axis which is passing through this lump of clay, this is a clay we say. चिखल आहे जो आपण या अर्धन पॉटवर टाकलाय. पहिल्यांदा याचा जी फ्रिक्वेन्सी होती ती होती 100 RPM, म्हणजे हा 100 RPM नी फिरत होता. त्याच्यानंतर जसा आपण चिखल टाकला तो कमी झाला त्याचा RPM, कारण का वजन टाकलं गेलं ना त्याच्यावर. हा क्ले आपण त्याच्यावर टाकलाय, चिखल टाकलाय. टाकल्यानंतर ऑब्विसली त्याचं रोटेशन कमी होऊन जाणार. मग याचा रेडियस किती आहे ते पण पाहू. याचा रेडियस आणि मास, चला आता मास ऑफ द डिस्क बघूया किती आहे ती. मास ऑफ द डिस्क 10 किलोग्रॅम आहे आणि त्याचा रेडियस आहे 0.4 मीटर एवढी आहे. आणि जे काही आपण क्ले टाकतोय याचं वजन दिलंय त्यांनी, याचं मास दिलंय. मास ऑफ द क्ले किती आहे, 1.6 किलो, 1.6 किलोग्रॅम. हे झालं सगळं काही जे काही दिलेलं आहे ते. आता आपल्याला बघायचंय याचा अँग्युलर मोमेंटम. हा तुम्हालाही माहिती आहे की आपण एक नियम पाहिला होता, त्याच्यामध्ये आपण असं सांगितलं होतं की अँग्युलर मोमेंटम इज कॉन्स्टंट. अँग्युलर मोमेंटम इज कॉन्स्टंट जे आपण प्रूव्ह केलंय. वी नो लॉ ऑफ कन्झर्वेशन ऑफ अँग्युलर मोमेंटम. इफ L is equal to I omega and it is always constant, that we know. If the torque, it is absent. So seems to be knowing that. Now I am going to calculate initially the IC value, or we say IC is equal to, let us calculate this one. As we know this is a disk, seems to be knowing this is nothing but your disk. Considering this as a disk, even if it is not just like the disk, but it seems to be. Here it is at a, we say that disk is having the formula or moment of inertia which is passing through the center and perpendicular to the plane of the disk is having the formula mr square upon 2. Just need to substitute the value that we know that moment of inertia of the, we say, disk is equal to mass of the disk into radius square divided by 2. Substituting mass of the disk is 10, radius square 0.4 into 0.4, square of that one I am going to write just like this, divided by 2. So after getting this one, what about the IC value? That we need to calculate first. So here it is 5. So 5 into 0.4 into 0.4. As we know, it is 2. 2 into 0.4, it comes out to be 0.8 kilogram meter square. Seems to be knowing the moment of inertia along this one is a IO. That time we know the using the principle of parallel axis, using principle of parallel axis, IO is equal to IC plus here M. The mass of what? Here it is clay into, we say that distance. Distance is how much? Distance between two parallel axes is x square. So we need to substitute that value, that IO is equal to IC, how much? 0.8 plus mass of that one is 1.6 into x square. So we know that according to law of conservation of angular momentum, I omega is equal to constant. I omega is equal to constant, and hence we are about to write, here it is, here IC into omega is equal to I0 into omega, or we say that omega 1 into omega 2, because we know the frequencies regarding that. I am going to write omega as a 2 pi n. So suffix changes accordingly. बघा ओमेगा 1 ची किंमत मी 2 पाय n आहे, तर ओमेगा 1 ची किंमत इथं मी असं लिहिल 2 पाय इंटू n1. ओमेगा 2 ची काय लिहिणार आहे? 2 पाय इंटू n2. 2 पाय n1 is equal to I0 into or IO into 2 pi n2. This 2 pi get cancelled. As we know very well, both are having the same unit, don't need to convert that into revolutions per second. So we know very well, here it is IC, IC, not IO. So IC is how much that we have already calculated. 0.8 into N1 is 100 equal to IO. We know IO is how much? IO is a 0.8 plus 1.6 into x square into N2. N2 is how much? 80. One of that 0 I need to cancel. Before that one, what are the factors that is we say cancellation factors that we are going to cancel? What about this 8? It is here. Here 0.8 into 10 means 8. 8 is equal to 0.8 plus 1.6 x square is equal to 8 into 8. This 8 get cancelled. After cancelling the 8 and 8, here it is, the remaining factor is 1. If 0.8 taken to the left hand side, it becomes 0.1 minus 0.8 and remaining factor is 1.6 x square. So here the remaining factor is 0.2 divided by 16 is equal to x square. Going to be substitute the value, as we know that x square is equal to 1 by under root of 8. If we calculate this fact or factor, we are about to get the answer for this one. The answer is here. The answer is 1 divided by 0.8 means here x is equal to this much. So x is equal to 0.35 meter. This is the answer for this 21. Here we have the problem number 22 before you. I am going to read that. Starting from the rest, an object rolls down along incline that rises by 3 in every 5 along it. The object gains a speed of under root of 10 meter per second as it travels a distance of 5 by 3 meter along the inclination. What can be the possible shape of the object? Here we are going to consider one inclined surface. Here it is, and here the total, this much is the distance, rises by 3 in 5 along the inclination, means this is a, we say 5 and this is 3 meter. This is the angle of inclination. So what about the basic formula? As we know, we say that h is equal to s sine of theta or L sine of theta, but seems to be considering that fact that displacement it will take place, which is given by, that is displacement is 5 by 3, means after rolling the body start to roll and it reaches at this place, and this distance is a 5 by 3 distance. So this is nothing but your displacement by totaling 1/3 of 5 value it reaches. So S is equal to 5 by 3. What about the sine theta? As we know, sine theta is equal to front side, that is 3, upon hypotenuse, that is 5. Substituting both the values in this equation so as to get the h. So h is equal to S, that is 5 by 3 into 3 by 5. It comes out to be 1 meter. So V value it is given, that we know that V is equal to under root of 10 meter per second. But as we are going to approach V square, or we are going to squaring both the sides, that value is 10 meter square per second square. As we know the formula for the velocity when a body it is rolling over the inclined surface. So using this one, I need to get the value, that is V square is equal to 2GH upon, we say that 1 plus K square upon R square. So if we substitute all the values, just like here it is 2 into G, but what about the G value? As we know, G, if it is not given, that we are going to take 10 meter per second square. So G value it is 10, and already we have calculated the H, that is 1 divided by 1 plus K square upon R square. And as we know, V square is nothing but your 10. 10 is equal to 10 into 2 divided by 1 plus K square upon R square. This means cancellation of the similar terms to the right hand side and left hand side. So 10 get cancelled, and here remaining factor is 1 is equal to 2 divided by 1 plus K square upon R square. So if it is multiplied with this one, that 1 plus k square upon r square is equal to 2, and k square upon r square is equal to 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. That we know very well that moment of inertia, that this value it is applicable when it is equal to 1. Which is that value? That is important. Whether it is we say a ring, or it is we say that it is cylinder, something, how much it means, maybe a disc also which is rolling over the inclined surface. So seems to be knowing, आता ही जी व्हॅल्यू आहे ही व्हॅल्यू बघायची आहे की नेमकी एक कशाची येते. हे करण्याकरता आपल्याला काय करावं लागेल, लेट अस चेक आउट की आपण हे करत असताना के ची व्हॅल्यू कशी काढतो हे ऑब्झर्व करूया. ही व्हॅल्यू कशाची असते, के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर. आपल्याला माहिती आहे की एम आर स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू किंवा आय इज इक्वल टू एम के स्क्वेअर. आणि मग या ठिकाणी आपण समजा रिंग घेतली तर ही व्हॅल्यू असते एम आर स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू एम के स्क्वेअर. मग आता ही एम एम गेट कॅन्सल, म्हणजेच मग काय होईल, के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअरचा रेशो किती येतो, 1 येतो. आपल्याला माहिती आहे की मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया एम आर स्क्वेअर कशाचा असतो, हा असतो रिंगचा. हे कशासाठी आहे, रिंगसाठी. मग आता रिंग आणि कशाचा मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शियाचा फॉर्म्युला सारखा आहे, हॉलो सिलेंडरचा. म्हणजेच याचाच अर्थ काय, मीन्स काय, रोल होणारी बॉडी कोणती आहे, रोलिंग body is from this conclusion, rolling body is either a ring or hollow cylinder. This is the conclusion. Thank you.